Hi, welcome to another bookkeeping video from NR Bookkeeping. I'm Nasir Ahmed Nofel with you today. If you are an accountant or a business owner who wants to record multiple businesses entities into a QuickBooks subscription, one QuickBooks subscription, then this video is for you. I will show you the process of recording each of the transactions for the separate business entities and how to generate financial statements or reporting for each and separate business entities. So bear with me till the end of the video. I hope it will be a helpful video today. And let's jump into the quick book. So first of all, we need to enable some settings which can be found under the gear icon in accounting settings option. And from here you can see there is an advanced option available, and under this advanced option you can see categories, and we will be enabling the track locations option. Just enable the track locations options and save your settings. Now we need to list the business entities for which we will be recording transactions separately. So to do so, first of all, go to the gear icon and click all list. Then from the all list option you can see there is a option called location. Just click it, and you can actually add business entities as per your need. I have two businesses available here. One is real line audit, and another is real line bookkeeping. So I want to actually record business transactions separately for each of those business entities, and also generating report for each of those business entities separately. So these are the setting that need to be actually done first in order to separately record transactions. So now let's record some invoices. Okay, the customer name is Automated Limited, and the invoice is 3rd January of 2025. Assume the net 30 terms is net 30 days, so the due date will be this, and the invoice number is 001. Uh, the service will be provided to the customer is monthly bookkeeping service at a rate of £1,000. The most important thing here is to allocate this transaction to a specific business. So the business which is providing this service to the customer is real life bookkeeping. So it is important for each of transactions, either it is a sales invoice or sales receipt or a bill from your supplier or the expense or any kind of transaction from banking panel. You need to actually allocate those transactions to a specific business entity, so that the reporting shows the actual record to the specific business entities. So just save and click. Then I will be adding another invoice. Let's use the same customer name. This time the invoice date is 10th February of 2025. Again, assume the term is net 30 days. Invoice date is 002. The service provided is, in this case, annual audit, and the rate is 2500 GBP. And the location, again this time I'll be using the real line audit as our service provider to the customer, and click save. Now I will be recording some bills from our suppliers. So again, from the plus new option, go to bills. So the supplier name for the first bill is Amazon. Receive the supplier. uh, the bill date is January 3rd, 2025, and the bill number is, let's assume, 759. And the category will be office supplies. Let's see, this is available here. Office supplies. Let's assume for this purpose this is office expense, repair and maintenance. And the service or the product provided to real and bookkeeping, and the amount is 36.5. So this is the all required data need to be recorded, and click save and new. For the next one, the supplier will be fiber, and the bill date is 5th of January 2025. The bill number is 10223, and the service provided to real and auditing, and the category is, let's assume, software, and IT. So just let me create it. Dues and subscription, and click save. The amount is 154.18. And if you want to assign to a specific customer, you can do so, but I do not need this option to be recorded. So just click save and close. So now if I run our report from reporting option and click standard report, just bear with me. So from the reporting option, just run balance sheet or profit or loss. So this is the total transactions of the real line N limited, under which you can see that the total debtor balance and the creditor balance as well, and the net income as well on the income statement. But this is the group statement. But if I want to actually generate the balance sheet as per separate business entities, just go to by display option and select location. And as you can see, now there are three lines, three columns for the balance sheet. One is for real line audit, one is for real line bookkeeping, and one is for the total of the balance sheet. So just now you can see there are separate creditor balance for each of the business entities, and also separate debtors balance for each of the business entities. And if I go to the income statement, as you can see, this is the group statement. The total income and the expenses are available here. Is not specific to the business entities. So just go to display and again select the location. As you can see, now there are three different columns for the each of the business entities available here. As you can see, the service provided for the real and audit and the real and bookkeeping is now separate, and the expenses are also separate. And what if you want to generate the specific business reports? So to do so, just go to the filter and select locations from here. Let me see, select the location, and you will be see that you can see that there are two accounts available. So just as let's assume just that I want to generate the income statement of real line audit, so I'll be clicking that. Now you can see the profit and loss statement only for the real line audit business. So this is how you can generate separate report and the group report as a whole as well. Now let's go to our banking balance and categorize some transaction from there. So from transactions panel, go to bank transactions. So this is the QuickBooks new banking panel. You can actually switch to the previous version as well. So let's switch it. The first transaction is for the receipt part, which is £1,000, and the QuickBook is suggesting us one match found under the invoice 001. As I know, this is the payment received from our customer Automated Limited for the bookkeeping service provided from the real line bookkeeping entity. So I'm just gonna click match, and you can also see if there is any other matches available from the finding match options. But as I know, this is actually the invoice payment by our customer to the real and bookkeeping business. So I'm going to click match. One more thing that needs to be cleared: the transaction of those bank is specifically specific for the real and bookkeeping. As you can see, the bank name is NetWest GBP checking 5520. I also put the business name for which it will be using from the chart of accounts, so that it can be easily identified. And the another bank account, which is Santander GBP checking 7408, and this bank account will be using only for the real auditing business. So I am using two separate bank account for two separate business entities. Go back to the categorization of the transaction from banking panel, and the next one is the bill payment, which we have purchased office supplies from Amazon, and I will be matching this as well. And now this is the Acrobat Pro DC Adobe, some kind of software, or some from the Adobe. So just I need to categorize this. To categorize this, I need to select a pay. So the pay is not actually optional. Let's assume this is also software and IT related cost. Now, the one important thing is that as well as the invoice, when we are recorded the invoice or any kind of bill, we actually locate those transactions to a specific business entities. So here from the banking panel, why when you are categorizing a specific transaction from banking panel, you also need to actually allocate this particular transaction to a specific business. So as this business bank account is only using for the real life bookkeeping business, so the location or the business entity will be the real line bookkeeping, and just click add. And this is the fiber payment, which actually purchase software and IT consumables items from fiber. uh, just click match. Okay, the next one is printed limited invoice name number. So is let's assume we have purchased some advertising material from them, and again you need to select or allocate the transaction to a specific business location or business entities. So for the next transaction, which is a money out transaction, and as you can see under the categorize or match option, QuickBook actually showing us another pair transaction with it. So as we have two bank account, let's go to the another one, and as you can see, there are the same transaction, which is actually money receipt transaction from the other bank. So if I blindly actually categorize this transaction and pair this transaction as a transfer, so this will be actually the wrong categorization of the transaction. So for this transaction, actually we need some accounting knowledge. The description says that the uh, payment out real and audit. That means the real and bookkeeping actually transferred 2,800 pound to the real and bookkeeping audit actually. So the fact is that this is the intercompany transaction. The one business entity actually give money or to the another business entity. So transfer will not be the proper categorization of this transaction. So how should we actually categorize? As this is the intercompany transaction, this is from one company's point of view. It will be a intercompany loan receivable, and the loan taker will be recording as the transaction as the intercompany loan payable. So the account should be intercompany loan receivable. Just to make sure it is audit, just putting audit, add a new account from chart of account. The account type will be under the current asset, and the this is let's assume this is the loan to others, and click save, and select the location. The location is the bookkeeping, bill and bookkeeping, and click add. So the bank account of real and bookkeeping is done. So let's go back to the another one. This is the internet bill. So just categorize it under if there is internet bill available. Let's assume it is subscription for internet bill, and the location is relevant audit in this case, and click add. The next one is a invoice payment by our customer for the annual auditing services that we have provided from real and audit entity to our customer Automobile Limited. Click add. For the next transaction, which is actually the money in transaction, which I have previously in from the NetWest of real line bookkeeping entity. Again, we need to categorize this, and the account will be in this case intercompany loan payables bookkeeping, or you can add real and bookkeeping as well. The account type will be current liabilities, and in this case, actually, let's assume it is loan payable. And click save, and the location will be the real line audit. So it is important to actually allocate each transaction, whatever the transaction is, to a specific business entity through location, and click add. Now we'll see the reporting impact, and we'll generate balance sheet and profit and loss statement again. So this is the balance sheet. As you can see, this is the group balance sheet, which actually doesn't show the balances of separate entities. So do so again. We go to display, and display by column. Select location from that, and here we go. You can see if there is any transaction which is not actually located allocated to a specific business entities, it will be shown under the not specified column, and those are the transactions that actually shows under the audit or the bookkeeping entities separately is the transaction for this specific business entities. This is the balance sheet, as you can see. And for the profit and loss statement, again display by location, and this is the income statement for specific business entities and the group as well. Again, for the clarification, if you want to actually generate the specific business entities statement, again go to the filter. First of all, you need to actually select the display by location option, and then go to the filter option, and search for location, and then the whichever business entity statement you want. and you can see there is the income statement for the real life audit. So this is how you can actually proceed to record the business transactions for separate business entities and generate balance sheet, profit and loss, whichever statement you want. So that's all for today's video. I hope it will be a helpful video for you, and subscribe our channel for more accounting and bookkeeping videos like this, and like this video as well. And for any kind of accounting and bookkeeping need, you can actually contact us through our WhatsApp and the website as well. I will put all those information in our video description, and